So this is a beautiful verse. The sequence, like Brahma is creating or populating this universe. Brahma being the first living entity is called Swayambhu. Swayambhu means self-manifest. So is Brahma self-manifested? No. It's manifested by Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So the Swayambhu are referred to not with material father and mother. But no mother was not there. Only Lord was there. He came out from the Lord. Now, before that, Brahma has created many living entities, and he could able to do whatever little populate universe. But now he is populating whom? Manu. O creator of the universe, we are glad what you have produced is well done. Is referred to Manu. Manu and who are Satrupa. So Swayambhu Manu, they populated further. So beginning the Brahma had done some populated, but he was not able to do much, or those further were not able to do much. So Brahma has populated or created or produced. So is Brahma is produced? Who produced? Ultimately the Lord desires. Brahma just acted as an instrument. See, the whole planning of creation of this universe is the Lord's planning. And it said that what you produce well done, since ritualistic acts have now been established soundly in this human form. So human form is very, very precious. Even the demigods, they are appreciating what Brahma had done. In this form, in this earthly planet, when they accumulate pious activities, they go to the upper to enjoy the Sarga, heaven. Once chide punne mrityaloke visanti. When they finish, they come down again and again try to earn. And if they do some papa or sins, they go to the hell and suffer. Once suffering is over, again they come back. So this is the groundwork, this earthly planet. And that's the reason the demigods, devatas, they aspire to take human birth. On earth. And that too when Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtana movement is being propagated. जो देवता लोग होते हैं वो वेट करते हैं, एस्पायर करते हैं. The other class, there's one conversations where Prabhupada is asking devotee, do you know what is there outside? So, outside the temple. So, devotee were not very, they said, what is there, Srila Prabhupada? So, Prabhupada says, there's a big queue. Who is standing? All the demigods. Some of they get entrance into the ashram of HKM Jaipur. How fortunate we are is beyond imagination. Like Krishna says to Arjuna, you get opportunity to fight. Is such a great soul. कि the Kshatriyas, they are meant to fight. If they get opportunity, this is a great benefit for them. It's a great fortune. Similarly, if one get a chance to propagate or to the part of glorious, sublime, glorious moment of Lord Chaitanya, as beyond imagination, what a fortune we have. Lord Himself descends to propagate to the Dharma. Yada yada hi dharmash gyanan bhavati bharata. Dharma glani happens. Dharma glani means when people forget the aim of life, the purpose of their life. The Lord descends to propagate, inform, culture among the human society about some system by which they can purify. So generally Vedas, maximum portion of Vedas deal with called Karma Kanda. Let's say roughly 90%. The next come called Jnana Kanda. That's again remaining out of 10, maybe 9%. And very small portion is called Upasana Kanda. Somebody asked me why it is so. He could have given only devotional service. Why is given like this? Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Nada, Upasana Kanda. Lord could have given only bhagavatam, no other Purana. If the Lord would have done so, then there are people, there are persons, they are not ready to take the devotional service. So, to help them gradually elevate to the platform of bhakti, we must understand, without bhakti, no one can go back to Godhead. Whichever process they follow. Without developing love for Krishna, attachment to Krishna, you can never go, whatever degree of austerities, whatever degree of any process you follow. So, these ritualistic processes which is being given, and Srila Prabhupada ji is mentioning about Bhagavad Gita 3.10. So it says, Saha yagya praja srishtva puro vach prajapati anena prashvishadhvam es bo astu east kam druk. Saha yagya praja srishtva. So when Brahma is created, he created the human being, along with he creates some called yagya, sacrifices. What does a sacrifice means? We translate called yagya. What does mean sacrifice? Now we hear, somebody sacrificed life for the country, somebody sacrificed life for family, or somebody sacrificed career for something XYZ. So sacrifice means it can be multiple, your action, your mind. Sacrifice called Vishnu. So anything done for the Vishnu is called sacrifice. Yagna sistha sinasant muchyante sarv. If we say yagna sistha is a food offered. Yagnarthat karmano anyat loko ayam karma bandhana. So, whatever we do, whatever we have, when we offered that to Krishna, actually everything is meant to offer to Krishna. Because who is the proprietor? Isa Vashya idam sarvam yat kinchis jagatam jagat. Whatever exists belongs to Krishna. Like in Vrindavan Lila, when Krishna will steal butter and other, they will all complain. So when all the elderly gopis will come with the complaint with Yashoda Maya, Krishna says, no, I am not thief, they are all thief. Actually, in reality, we are all thief only. He possesses everything. So we have a body, we have a mind, we have intelligence. This all belongs to Krishna. Even the soul belongs to Krishna. आत्मा भी भगवान का है. शरीर तो है ही, मन, बुद्धि, जितनी भी चीज है सब भगवान की है. So the right sacrifice means everything, including our mind, intelligence, our energy, our body, all should be offered to the lotus feet of Krishna. Then we are actually honest person. Otherwise, Krishna says those who do not perform sacrifice, they are stena thief. So maybe some may understand, yes, I have to offer everything to Krishna. But how to do that? Some may get some knowledge. But how to do that? Even if somebody wants to do, so this can happen only in the moment of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. If someone gives his life to Srila Prabhupada, it's very rare. Even somebody want to do sacrifice, there is no way. This moment of pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, especially Chaitanya Maharaj, there's an opportunity. We are very fortunate. We got an opportunity where we can give everything to Krishna. It's the most glorious activity. And if you do not do so, then it's called kripana. Na? Prabhupada says Brahmā and kripana too. Kripana means miser, kanjus. We got this opportunity where our mind, intelligence, thoughts, everything is meant to offer to Krishna. And there's an opportunity we have got by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He created such a glorious moment. So any amount of karma kanda, jnana kanda, so that's the reason. Another Vaishnava said, jnana kanda, karma kanda, jnana kanda, ei visir bhanda. Any spiritual process, dharmastanastu pumsham visvaksheme katha suya na utpateti yatirim sram evi kevalam. Any activity which you do, if it's not offered with the pure love to Krishna, is a useless activity. Bhagavatam is propagating. So, So like Srila Prabhupada has created such a wonderful system here, and Prabhupada says, I can guarantee you, I will take you back to Godhead. And one place Prabhupada says, in this life only, I will take you back to Godhead. Serving the pure devotees movement as rarest of rare happens. Brahmā brahmati kona bhagavan jiva. So when we say Guru Krishna Prasade Pa Krishna, so Guru means pure devotee. All the pure devotee can be we can call him as Guru. Otherwise, others are cheaters. So, how we became part of this movement, if we analyze, we don't know. Jivasya tattva jigyasa sasa says, that's it, the goal of life. To serve Krishna, that's the real nature of a living entity. Jivere sarupoy Krishner nityadas. Many of us might not have truly desire, yes, I want to come in touch with a pure devotee, I want to serve his movement. So by the special mercy of how Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu selected us, all of us, for this glorious movement. It's very, very rare. As we know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and very rarely comes. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, 1,000 yogas once in Kali Yuga. When the Lord comes in Dwapar Yuga, then he descends to propagate the holy name. Not only the propagate, and he want to take it, the living entity back to Godhead. So how serious we should be? This opportunity, if we get lost, then we don't know what misfortune we'll create for ourselves. So this is the only way from this to going back to Godhead. And Srila Prabhupada is helping us and telling us, somehow we may have some here and there, some sense gratification, thoughts and inclination. That all will be washed off when we engage fully, completely in the service of Srila Prabhupada movements. But somehow we should be completely, they say that we should not leave a one stone unturned. Whatever we have, our mind, intelligence, try everything to use for service to Krishna, service to Srila Prabhupada, service to his movement. In this one life, Prabhupada's promise, I will take you back, which is billions of lives is not possible. Even one do spiritual practices also. This is a special discount or free ticket. In true sense, if we see, we are not qualified, none of us, to become such a glorious part of the glorious movement. But we have been selected by Srila Prabhupada, by his causeless mercy. So when we serve Srila Prabhupada to propagate his movement, is the desire of Lord Chaitanya. Manobhistam Chaitanya Mano Sthapitam Bhutale. It's established by the Goswamis. Rupanuga Rupa Goswami, further propagated by the all acharyas. So one lecture Prabhupada says, what my Guru Maharaj has done, I have done twice. And I want all my disciples to do, how many times? 10 times. The spiritual will become very pleased when we see that disciples are truly working to satisfy his desire. It's not the thing they could not be able to do that, but he has given an opportunity, chance. If the chance is not given for us to serve, then how we can absorb completely the thought of Krishna? So that's the reason Prabhupada says, even Krishna also says in the Yam evam puspatam bacha pravedansi avipshpitaha vedavadartha partha nanyat astiti iti vadena kamat mana sarg para janma karma fal pradan kriya vishesha bahulam bhogeshwar gatim prati. So actually, that's the reason even the scriptures are there. We cannot understand. The people get lost to their so-called foolish sense gratification inclinations. Actually, sense gratification is awarded to punish the jiva. We might consider is a reward. Oh, I have a beautiful family, whole so nice. I am so enjoying. I got a big house, big bungalow, everything. So it's given punishment to that jiva because he want to serve Krishna, so that he can be bound up to this material nature. Prabhupada gives that story, that boat, when they all got up on the boat, and the whole night they were rowing. Morning they found the boat is the same place, because they have not removed the anchor. The anchor means your heart is where. If heart is attached to material thing, then we are not able to move on much. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, if we serve them, then Prabhupada will help us to slacken and completely free us from that anchor. Like is bhagavatam come, human life is like a boat. Let's say you have fallen into the big ocean, Pacific Ocean. बीच में समुद्र में आप गिर गए हो, डूब रहे हो. Suppose one boat comes, that's what a relief. But getting that boat, but not utilizing, and that too not only a boat, we got the captain of the boat who can take us to the shore. Otherwise, we are just drowning and suffering in the big ocean of Bhavasagara. Labdha sudur labam idam bahusam bhavante manushim artadam anityam apidira tulam yatitanapad. So Bhagavatam says tulam is, we should not leave even a moment. Yanmurtam charan vapi vasudevina. Even one moment without serving Krishna, what a loss we cannot think of. So then if we sacrifice our every action, thought, intelligence, whatever energy we have, then it will really please to Guru and Krishna. So devotee is not really concerned, they just want to serve his Guru. Asilishva padaratam penastu ma dashmam karma ta tata va vipadatu lampatu prananatha sune param. So otherwise this the whole is a bhavasagara, and from many we cannot trace back anadi karmapale, since how long we have been in this material world, and by the normal process very difficult to go back to God. So-called normal spiritual processes also very difficult. So that's the reason the demigods, they wait. If they know the value of Sankirtana movement, Chaitanya movement, for the rights in the one of the purpose, in the many demigods, they will appear as human being and become the part of this movement, so that they can achieve the goal of their existence. And in this, when we serve Srila Prabhupada's movement with wholeheartedly, with full energy, then even the bliss we get out of it is unparalleled. Outwardly it maybe look like somehow a little hard work, suffering and this thing, but it's unparalleled bliss we can experience even living in this material world. And normal spiritual process are very stringent and severe. See than the previous ages, and some of the very strongly they have to follow all. And we hear sometimes they go to Himalayas, standing the one leg, submerging themselves into the water, like Swabri Muni going inside the water. There also is no guarantee. Swabri Muni within the water, Yamuna, because his mind was so distracted, he said, let's go inside the water and do some austerity so that he can be safe. There also he is not safe. From that position he is fallen. So our safe path will only be when we be completely engage our everything, all the sense in the service of Krishna. And this is opportunity for that. Some want to do it, there could not be opportunity, there may not be opportunity. But we have been given the opportunity. So we should try our best and we must always know what a fortune we have, and like a train which is going back to Godhead, is going Golok Dham. So one place Bhagavatam says, just we should not get down. Somehow we have to got hold of this. But this is who is there in the whole life, this one will go back to Godhead. So somehow we have to be, even though we do here and little here and there, Krishna will take us. But this opportunity won't be there. This preaching service is not than Golok Dham. This service we are able to do. We have been selected for that. Golok Dham, yeah, we can serve. But this preaching, and which is most glorious activities, and They are very dear to Krishna. Now Bhagavad Gita says, Manusha Naam. Those who try to trying to infuse Krishna Bhakti in others. So we should be always meditating where we are, what position, how Krishna is, Srila Prabhupada has selected us, and try our best. And actually everything, there's nothing best. We have to give everything to Krishna. Mind, thought, energy. Even though there could be some suffering, but that's called glorious bliss we get when we have to stress ourselves, we do whatever best we can do. Otherwise says, men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of Vedas, which recommend various food activity for elevation to heavenly planes, resultant good birth, power, so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification, opulent life, they say there is nothing more than this. So, people are in general inclined. So we may have some inclination here and there for our sense, but serving Prabhupada, the inclination will washed off gradually, slowly. And one place for the rights, if some devotees has some material inclination to enjoy, material enjoyment, and at the same time serving severely to Krishna. So sometimes Krishna fulfilled those material desires in the dream. See, when Lord is very personally, it's not as something, the Lord is personally involved in the life of devotees. If little here and there, Krishna wants us to purify so that he can come back. So we should not trouble Krishna in that sense so much, so that we our volunteer will take up the process very sincerely, severely, and living out this foolish sense gratification. Like Sanatana says, Krishna kahi ami bhaje mange visay sukh. Krishna kahi ami bhaje mange visay sukh. Amrit chhadi bis mange e bada murkh. If somebody is serving Krishna and desiring some sense gratification, see, it's called sense gratification, is a bis, is a poison. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more dangerous than a poison. Bis bhakshonos apyap sadhu. So we should understand and this purest of pure movement, nothing can be purer than this Sankirtan which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given. And always said, it is not very tough in that sense. Buddha says, just we have to beses chadiya, serase majiya, mokhe bolo hari hari, keval ananda kanda. Very joyfully can be performed. Just we should streamline our mind, thoughts, and so as he said, we are especially selected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada for this glorious moment. So we must utilize our all-time energy, and this opportunity, if we waste or do not utilize completely, then will be is called completely mad person. And for the spiritual society, given opportunity to go back to Godhead, to go back to original concept position, But if we do not do so, then we will be very, it's called spiritual suicide. So let us try and pray to Krishna Prabhupada, please help me. If truly we'll call out from the heart, then they are ready to help us in whichever situation, whatever condition we may be. We will be most sinner of sinner, we will be most fallen, still the potency of this moment in this one life, it can take us back to, which is beyond, like Jagai Mada is example. So let us try very sincerely, seriously to serve, and which in turn will help us to purify. So I will stop here. Srimad bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Sri Prabhupada ki, Nitai Go Prem Nande Hari Hari.